You know, jails are an effective crime control tool. That's what they were designed for, to separate law-abiding citizens from their attackers, from the perpetrators. Okay, that's what they were designed to do. And it's very effective at doing that, because we know one thing for sure about somebody who's locked up in jail. They aren't out committing other crimes. The reason why we see this recidivism is because by that point in time, crime has become a lifestyle. All right? It's ingrained, it's deeply ingrained. And I always say, why do we call them criminals? Because that's what they do, is they commit crimes. And as Aristotle once said, a man is what he continually does. If you continually commit crimes, you are a criminal. As for the rehabilitation, what we're talking about is trying to reverse deeply ingrained human behavior. That is not an easy thing to do. It's not something for the cops to do. It's not something for the criminal justice system to do, because what you have involved in these programs that are inmate programs that are untested, they're unproven, is you have social workers who are not educated in the area of behavioral science. A behavioral scientist, through long periods of time and a lot of money, can alter human behavior. Sociologists cannot do that. So we have people dabbling in a science that they're not educated or prepared to do. And we don't have the money. Okay, so when you say rehabilitation, we know that if we attach certain consequences to unwanted behavior, that's how you change behavior. It works with kids, it works with adults, it works with animals. You show them that you'll have this adverse effect if you do this thing we don't want. You know what? They're not likely to repeat that behavior. But when you take an individual who's committed a crime, and committed that crime over again, and committed that crime over again, and the only reaction they got from law-abiding society or the criminal justice system is reward, job training, all these other kind of inmate programming. You're rewarding that behavior. You're saying, hey, you did something that's antisocial, and instead of attaching consequences, we're going to reward you with a short sentence, with a watered-down sentence, with no prosecution, with a deferred prosecution. These are some of these things that I'm talking about in terms of social engineering experiments. The reaction from the criminal is, hey, I did something bad. I knew it was bad, but not much happened. Why wouldn't they go out and do it again? So when we start to attach certain consequences, and that means punishment, okay, that's when you'll see that behavior change. So the role of rehabilitation, I say after they've been adequately punished. When you're not punishing people, when you say, we're going to let you serve your sentence out in the community, we're going to set aside that, they call it a staged sentence. A judge will say, 3 years in prison for that act. But I'm going to set that aside and put you on probation, put you back out in the community. We'll get you some job training. We'll get you all these other positive things. You've rewarded that behavior. And that's how, especially human beings, but like I said, children, adults, animals, you reward the behavior you want. So what we're telling them is, you go out and do this again, we'll give you some more of these rewards. And it works against what we're trying to do.